How's it going, guys? RNG Life here, and today we're taking on YAMI MARIK level 40 once again. Always bringing those various different farm deck styles. I know a lot of you might not have like Cerberus or Paradox Bros or something, but that's cool. Like, if you guys are missing something, I'm trying to make a bunch of different decks so everybody can farm them at any opportunity. So today we're going to be using my Unhappy Girl farming deck. I went with the Unhappy Girl because I know a lot of people have Unhappy Girl, so we're going to go ahead and use this. I am using the Union version, but I do also have a budget version that I'm going to go ahead and put on the side right now. Alright, so as you can see, we are looking at two different builds, and they're pretty much the same. All that really changes is the final turn cards, and I will be putting up a video, I guess a clip of the, budget version doing its thing at the very end, just so you guys know exactly how the end game works. So let's go ahead and take them on. Alright, and we are here, YAMI MARIK, level 40 with his Mass Beast Lava Golem deck. Like it does say, it's a Lava Golem deck as well. So one of the gimmicks of this build is you don't want to have two Unhappy Girls at any point. You're gonna have one on the field, and that's what you're gonna deal with the whole game. So let's go ahead and just jump right in. There he is. Alright, YAMI MARIK looking all crazy. And let's see. Alright, so we're going first. Let's hope we draw an Unhappy Girl. That's the one thing I kind of don't like about this deck. It's oh, there we go. So I showed off a lot of different farming builds. Personally, I kind of recommend the Cerberus farming build or Labyrinth builder. One of those two. Those are really cool. But this one, it's all about consistency. If you draw Unhappy Girl, you're pretty, I guess you're in a safe spot. So let's go ahead and get started. I guess we can technically summon or set Raime, which I'm gonna do. Because they're just gonna kill her, and I'm gonna go ahead and lock his monster next turn. Okay, so he's got that mask, so I'm gonna get a free search. Which one's glossy? Do I have the glossy? No, that's the one I want. We're gonna be using the glossy in this game. All right, so pretty good so far. We're drawing all them pots, and all right, so we're gonna go for that glossy one. We're gonna go ahead and just lock down his monster. All you really do with this deck is pretty much this. You lock his monsters down one by one. He does have that mask though, or the four-face mask thingy. So he might summon something and tribute. So yeah, there it is. So he's gonna go for the big guy. He's not gonna hit us yet, unless we were at unless he had lethal. So I don't need Crystal Seer now, but you just kind of hold on to these cards now. So we're just gonna go ahead and lock that thing down. Alright, that thing is locked down. I think there is a weird situation where you can kind of get wrecked, but it's a really rare situation, and that's if he summons another one of those mask guys and tributes Mass Beast for another Mass Beast, because then this guy gets his effect and he steals your monster, and that really sucks. That completely ruins any farm. So we're gonna try to I guess hope that doesn't happen, which it's pretty rare that it happens. So it shouldn't. But we do have 6 cards in hand. Let's go ahead and keep up the pace and lock down his cards. Lord Poison is actually a pretty cool card for you guys that have unlocked YAMI MARIK by now. I think Lord Poison is gonna be pretty cool. I made a plant deck earlier on my channel. Uh-oh, there's another one. I made a plant deck, and that card would work perfectly in that deck. So there's that. So let's see. He didn't get rid of the big one, so that's good. And let's see. What are we gonna go ahead and say? I usually like to set this, to be honest, because it's a really good last turn card. And I just kind of like having it ready. So we're gonna set that. We're gonna lock down his other Mass Beast, and it's all about pitching the cards you might need. So let's hope he summons something and locks up his field or something, and not a mask. All right, we're good. For now, we're good. So he is taking quite a bit of damage. I haven't even considered the fact that we can use this. Let's go ahead and pot his cards back into his deck. I don't know what I was thinking, but yeah, we gotta put those things back. Let's give him those two. Let's put all 4 of them back. Alright. So yeah, you could have done that, but my life points are probably going to be lower than him at the very end. We can only activate once per turn, so we're okay there. And we already locked his stuff. We're just going to pass turn.
My turn. Draw.
And we're not really being burned that much. Alright, Lord Poison, we're all set, dude. He didn't summon one of the other masks, so we're perfect. And there's a Supremacy Berry. Alright, so we can technically burn ourselves if we want, but that'd be kind of a dumb idea. But let's go ahead and pot his cards back into his deck to make him have, I guess, a bigger deck than us, or a way bigger deck than us. And also so he doesn't burn himself to death, because he's a freaking idiot. Alright, so we're all set here. We're just gonna lock down that last one. And I guess we can go ahead and set this, because we might be needing it eventually. I think in a few turns we're gonna be... our life points are gonna be lower than his eventually. Only 100 damage per turn. It's gonna take a while. But eventually we're gonna be using stuff, and we're gonna be lower life points. There's that Raime. Alright, and the reason I have this, it's a Glossy. I'm gonna go ahead and summon it. Normally, you do not want to end your turn with 2 monsters. Never do that, because he can Lava Golem you at any time. And if that happens, you're kind of screwed. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and clash.
Here goes nothing.
Alright, and let's just thin out our deck a bit. Add that last unhappy girl. Alright, so we're all set here. Everything's looking good. The farm's looking pretty successful. We're starting to take 200 per turn now, so that's good. And he's gonna go ahead and skip his turn. No problem. No problem, my dude. YAMI Marik. Alright, so another Raime. Awesome, and it is a Glossy. I think that's what I'm gonna go ahead and use. I'm not gonna get another search, so we're basically just gonna kill it and pass. That's awesome. No problem. Also, it puts another one in our grave, so we get burned a little bit harder, so we can be under his life points. Because I don't know why it escaped me, but use Pot of Benevolence as soon as he has cards in the grave. But yeah, we're good for now.
My turn.
My turn.
Like I said, our life points are more or less going to be lower than his, so because I'm gonna start sending a bunch of cards to the grave and stuff. So let's see. Right now we could just legit pass. We can pass and send some of I mean, normally you want to have an extra unhappy girl for just in case whatever happens, but if we're usually okay with setting or discarding, I mean, Crystal Seer and the other unhappy girl. So right now we're gonna go ahead and pass and discard. Discard you. We take 400, and we're officially under him, so that's cool. And I think we can make this last, right? There's that Temple of Kings. What do we got? Transformation, Supremacy Berry. Alright, we might be needing that Supremacy Berry sooner or later, but for now we can also pitch another unhappy girl. I would like to just set this, to be honest, because I like having that ready at all times, and I don't want to have it in hand just clogging. So for now we're going to keep taking 400, a good steady 400, because once you're taking too much damage per turn, it might make your farm kind of iffy. Alright, so Union attack, perfect. Alright, so we got all of our last turn cards right here, and I think we are all set. Let's go ahead and pitch an unhappy girl. And actually at this point, I don't think he has any way to get over my field, so we can legitimately get rid of the last unhappy girl if we really need to. So
My turn is over.
just gonna burn ourselves a little bit more. There's that Forced Ceasefire. That card is good. You don't want to have it on the bottom of your deck, to be honest. That is why we run Crystal Seer. It's usually because if you don't have an unhappy girl, you can kind of pick what goes at the bottom of the deck, as long as it's not a Forced Ceasefire, because you do not want this card at the bottom. It will ruin the farm. Alright, so right now I think we can go ahead and pop a Supremacy Berry, or we can legit wait. We could legit wait, but I am gonna go ahead and pop it, because I mean, normally you kind of want to you don't want to discard that many cards, because we do need to have a card for this guy to discard for that. So all is good so far. I'm 2 cards left in deck. I think one of them is going to be a Supremacy Berry, to be honest. So we're going to go ahead and Should we set? Nah, I'm just gonna go ahead and discard that unhappy girl. I just want my field to be ready for that last turn. But we're all set right now. I do want to be under him on my last turn though. All right, he's gonna start burning. And there's that last Supremacy Berry. All right, so we can go ahead and activate Supremacy Berry if we want. Lower our life points to 1900, and then we'll take a 700 or probably 800 burn. So we'll be at 1100. Normally, if you can make yourself under 1000, that's a better score right there. But for now, I think we can go ahead and deal with this. Alright, yeah, I think that's probably safe. And then the last card is probably, let me check real quick. Let me count my cards. Last card is a Supremacy Berry. So since the last card is a Supremacy Berry, we do have something to pitch. So everything is good. So let's go ahead and just activate it and burn ourselves a little bit more.
From my hand,
Burn, baby, burn. Alright, come on. So we got burned a little. And that is fine. Now that we did that, we can go ahead and set for ceasefire. You need that set by the last turn, so we can stop his shenanigans. So right now we're all set. We're gonna pass turn, and we're gonna claim our victory in a moment. All right, so we're not gonna use it yet. I just kind of wanted to have my life points a lot lower than him, so there it is. Card counting, man, card counting. So now we can go ahead and activate Force Ceasefire. We do have to discard a card. Good thing we drew that Supremacy Berry though, so because we don't need that thing for the farm. And we can go ahead and make it to where he cannot activate traps. Now we can go ahead and start doing all our last turn shenanigans. First, you activate Temple of the Kings. Always have that active on the last turn. I've made the mistake of summoning Circuit without having that out, and you just lose, and that really sucks. So right now we don't tribute. What we go ahead and do is actually activate this. It special summons Circuit, but it cuts his attack in half. But that's fine. We're not going to need his attack at all. All we need him is on the field. And now we activate Temple of the Kings. Circuit is a fairy. Alright, now he goes to the grave. We get a free Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. I kind of do recommend a Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon for this build because I think that's the best way to get that optimal damage. So let's go ahead and go for our normal summon. Alright, so we got that Vassal right here. We're going to go ahead and give him this little boost so we can attack directly. Let's do that, and there it is. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and do our Union Attack shenanigans. I am putting up the last turn shenanigans for the other deck. So I'm going to have that on the side going right now. So let's see. Let's go ahead and activate this. Alright, so there's that.
From my hand,
There's this.
I activate a spell.
Alright, so now he should be over 10k and he can attack directly. And he cannot activate traps, and there it is. So Unhappy Girl adds like 800 attack at the very last turn, so that does push us over 10,000. So you do need Unhappy Girl on the field, and in this farm you do need Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon because it's the only way to get over 10k. So let's go ahead and wreck them and take our win.
It's the end of the line.
Alright, pretty good. Alright, so we got that optimal damage and stuff. So let's see what we got. See our score. I'm gonna say probably around 6 to 7k. Because that's usually what this deck might get. So probably around 7k. Oh, we got a SR or something, so that's cool. What do we get? 7.8k. Oh, and we got a good one. We got Gilgarth. Alright, that's my second one actually. So hell yeah, that's actually a really good card. 1800 Fiend. I highly recommend aiming for this guy. Alright, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go ahead and show up the score for the other farm deck right here. And now you see the difference of both of them. Feel free to use whichever one you like, depending on your budget or whatever. Alright, and I hope you guys enjoyed. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today. Have a great day, and see you guys.